Tonight on the news, Governor Fubara lauds Justice Daniel Kalio for development of jurisprudence in Nigeria. Paramount ruler of Elelewo Eto dissolves tool of Robodumere community over unresolved dispute. Plus, President Bola Tinubu signs amended Electoral Act 2026 into law. Joining us on our Rstv Well News, I am Solomon Nelson Braid. River State is a treasure base of the nation. Let's build and take her to greater heights. This is the task we must accomplish. You can watch our news live on YouTube and Facebook at Rstv Online. You can also subscribe and click on the notification bell for updates on our live feeds. We begin with the news tonight as River State Governor Siminala Ifubara hails the immense contributions of Honorable Justice Ibietomra Daniel Kalio to the legal profession and the development of jurisprudence in the country. Governor Fubara gave his commendation during a special valedictory court session and book launch held in honor of Honorable Justice Ibietomra Daniel Kalio at the Court of Appeal Complex, Moscow Road, Port Harcourt. Oboka Umeda completes the story.
Represented by his deputy, Professor Ngozi Mma-Odu, the governor described the event as a fitting tribute to a distinguished jurist whose years on the bench were marked by integrity, diligence, and an unwavering commitment to the cause of justice. The state chief executive noted that the occasion was a moment of pride and reflection for both the celebrant and the state, stressing that the retiring jurist demonstrated exceptional wisdom and courage in the discharge of his duties, leaving behind a legacy of excellence that will continue to inspire both the bench and the bar. According to him, as he bows out of active judicial service, he will be celebrated for his legacy of excellence, wisdom, and selfless service to humanity, praying that his new chapter will bring him continued fulfillment, good health, and the opportunity to keep inspiring generations within and beyond the legal community.
This remarkable event is a fitting tribute to a distinguished jurist whose years on the bench have been marked by integrity, diligence, and unwavering commitment to the cause of justice. His contributions, as we have heard today, to the legal profession and to the development of jurisprudence remain invaluable and enduring.
Governor Fubara also congratulated the jurist, his wife, and the children for their steadfast support throughout his illustrious career and announced a donation of 50 million naira in support of the book launch.
As he bows out of active judicial service, we celebrate his legacy of excellence, wisdom, and selfless service to humanity. May this new chapter bring him continued fulfillment, good health, and the opportunity to keep inspiring generations within and beyond the legal community.
In his remarks, former Vice President Yemi Oshibajo said he had known Honorable Justice Daniel Kalio since childhood, noting that they were classmates in primary school, describing Justice Daniel Kalio as a deliberate and serious-minded person.
He has always exemplified what I believe our judiciary should exemplify, which is trustworthiness, credibility. You can trust will be fair and will be just, and you can trust that judgment will not be given to the highest bidder.
In her remarks, the chairman of the occasion, Honorable Justice Mary Odili, said the valedictorian excelled in his professional journey, beginning at the Ministry of Justice of Rivers State, where his erudition and industry left observers in awe of the mastery he displayed before the court, whether as an advocate among his peers or before opposing counsel.
The trajectory of excellence culminated in the emergence of OPA Daniel Kali, the iconic jurist whose legal and judicial exploits provided a platform upon which I dared to delve into his pedigree, which brought a reverse all-time praise shared by the Daniel Kali family and by all of us.
Responding, Honorable Justice Obietombara Opele Daniel Kalio stated that the judiciary is the fabric that holds the nation together, adding that when the judiciary is destroyed, we might as well say goodbye to the rule of law. He expressed gratitude to Governor Siminalayi Fubara, Professor Yemi Oshibajo, the President of Court of Appeal, and his brother judges for their support and encouragement over the years. Ogboka Umeda, Rstv News.
The paramount ruler of Elelewon community, Eze Saniweli Chukwu, has officially dissolved the stool of Rumodunwere community following unresolved legal disputes currently before the customary Court of Appeal in Port Harcourt. He made the declaration while addressing journalists in his palace. Nnamdi Olemini has to report.
The paramount ruler said the reason for the decision is an ongoing court case. According to him, the lingering legal battle over the stool has created uncertainty in the leadership structure of Rumodunwere, necessitating immediate traditional intervention to maintain peace and order. Ezewele Chukwu therefore declared the stool of Rumodunwere vacant with immediate effect and directed community leaders and chiefs to within 6 months present a suitable regent who will pilot the affairs of the community pending the final resolution of the court matter. He emphasized that the decision was taken in the interest of unity, stability, and respect for due process.
The issue of Ezodu's stool had been in contention in the court, which a verdict was given in favor at Choba Customary Court. On appeal at Obio Customary Court, a judgment was given nullifying the verdict from Choba Customary Court, lower court, as for lack of jurisdiction, and that they should start afresh again. On that note, there's no Ezodu again in Rumodunwere. And on this count, we're giving them 6 months from date to get us who becomes Ezodo, and when they get the person, they should come to the Elelewon Council of Chiefs. We are planning and proper preparation will be made for proper installation.
Meanwhile, the youth president of Elelewon community, Nyebuchi Amade, has inaugurated an electoral committee in Rumodunwere community. The committee has been mandated to organize and conduct youth election within the next 6 months to ensure proper representation and continuity of youth leadership.
I want to use my voting power as the youth president to constitute caretaker stroke Eleku of Rumodunwere, and I'm giving them 6 months to conduct free and fair election. Well, Richi Chetro, chairman, Nyebuchi Chinedu, vice chairman, Precious Chetro, Nyeche, secretary, Daniel Robinson, EU, financial secretary, Lawson Budoka, Oti, PRO.
In his acceptance speech, the caretaker and chairman of the Rumodunwere Youth Council Electoral Committee, Wele Richard, assured members of the community of a free, fair and credible election process. He called on youths and stakeholders to maintain peace, cooperate with the committee and uphold unity before, during and after elections.
Today I'm urging everybody, and I'm thanking the Elelewon Youth President for this rare opportunity, and I am asking everyone to give us the support, myself and my team, to be able to achieve this assignment given to us.
The development marks a significant step in addressing leadership challenges within Rumodunwere community as stakeholders await further legal proceedings and the appointment of a regent to stabilize the traditional institution.
Students and pupils should be provided the opportunity for an excursion to enable them see things for themselves. Administrative Officer Regal James Montessori Academy, Elimbu, in Obiakpo local government area, Otobong Hari, stated this when he led teachers and pupils on excursion to River State Television Complex. God's Power Aneli has details.
Otebong Harry explained to journalists shortly after they were conducted around various divisions of the station that the essence of the excursion was to update the knowledge of pupils, adding that Regal James Montessori Academy is determined to combine academics with extracurricular activities such as excursion. He revealed that the excursion was educative and informative and thanked management of the station for the laudable contents. Otebong Harry described the Rego James Montessori Academy located at number 21 Road 3 Court Estate, Elimbu, as Center of Excellence, where children are provided with morals, quality education, creativity, and all-round academic programs. According to him, the academy, which was founded in 2018, has qualified teachers, spacious environment, teaching and learning facilities, music and home economics laboratories, and e-learning, among others. The administrative officer of the academy expressed satisfaction, stressing that the knowledge acquired will help to build and add value to the pupils' academic career.
No, we are not just a school, but different fields. Of course, we are building them to become future leaders. So we don't just want to restrict them to learning in class, solving mathematics, but we give them, real life experience. So bringing them to River State Television, so expose them to what it takes. Most times they watch television, they see programs on television. So what how they are heard and what it takes, for anybody, to feature in these areas.
Some of the pupils also shared their experiences.
I saw the microphone, the makeup kit, the monitor, the camera, and the air condition. News is something that is new. Went to the newsroom, the control room, and the engineering.
The teachers and pupils were conducted around various divisions, including the news, programs, and the engineering, for a first-hand knowledge by a staff of the station, Supriye Jaja of the Current Affairs Division. God's Power Anele, Rstv News.
That was God's Power Anele reporting. The public is hereby informed that the Honorable President of the Court of Appeal, Honorable Justice M.B. Dongban Mensem, has, in pursuant to Section 285, subsection 2 and 3 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999, as amended, and 130 of the Electoral Act 2022, has established the National and State House of Assembly Election Petition Tribunal Secretariat to hear and determine petitions that may arise from the forthcoming election, to be conducted on Saturday, February 21, 2026 in Rivers State. In a statement by the Secretary of the Election Petition Tribunal, David Mike, the Honorable Chief Judge of the State, Honorable Justice Simeon Chubuzo Amadi, has graciously approved the use of High Court Complex Block A for the tribunal exercise. For further inquiries, contact the Secretariat. The Secretary on mobile phone number 0807 273 0003. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has signed the Electoral Act 2026 into law just days after the Independent National Electoral Commission released the timetable for the 2027 general elections. The signing took place at the Presidential Villa Abuja around 5 p.m. on Wednesday, with principal officers of the National Assembly in attendance. Recall that the National Assembly had passed the bill on Tuesday. The amendment reignites debates over the electoral transmission of elections for real-time transmission of results from polling units to INEC central server, arguing it would curb manipulation and strengthen credibility. Away from that, President Bola Tinubu has called on Christians and Muslims to use the rare convergence of Lent and Ramadan, both of which begin on the same day this year, as an opportunity to promote peace, unity, and national stability. In a statement signed by the President and released on Wednesday, he described the simultaneous commencement of the two sacred seasons as uncommon. Tinubu added that it serves as a reminder that Nigerians of both faiths share much in common and are one people under God. California authorities declared 11 people missing after avalanche hit a community. All right, just before we go on break, California authority declares 11 people missing after avalanche hit a community. And in sports, Vinicius Jr. alleges racist views after a Argentine midfielder. Details after these messages. Stay with us.
Please listen to this public announcement. By-elections in Ahuda East 2 and Kana 2 state constituencies. The Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) Rivers State hereby notifies the general public that by-elections will hold in Ahuda East 2 and Kana 2 state constituencies on Saturday, the 21st of February 2026. Accreditation and voting will commence at 8:30 a.m. at all the designated polling units in the affected constituencies. Only registered voters and valid permanent voters card (PVCs) will be allowed to vote, and accreditation will be conducted using the BVAS. Remember, no PVC, no voting. INEC urges all eligible voters in the affected constituencies to turn out peacefully and exercise their civic responsibility. And this is signed by Geraldine Ekelemu, HOD, Voter Education and Publicity, for Resident Electoral Commissioner.
Protect every day with Hypo. Dirty and stains no fit do us shakara. We got the remedy, original palasa. Hypo, hypo, go hypo. Protect your home every day with Hypo.
No green. Protect every day with Hypo.
Hypo, go hypo.
Milo 3-in-1 Milky and Creamy is truly milky and contains calcium. So, no need to add milk for that rich, creamy cup, which helps to nourish your kids.
Protect every day with Hypo.
Germs always find a way back.
So disinfect your kitchen every day with Hypo.
Hypo, hypo, go hypo. Protect your home every day with Hypo.
No green. Protect every day with Hypo.
Hypo, go hypo.
We don't like to eat better, more nutritious meals, more veggies, but we want it tasty and easy too. Knorr Cubes, that's the secret. Made with real ingredients like chicken, parsley, and garlic, and enriched with iron, so your meals are better for you and more delicious too. That's the cocoa. Let's give it some accolades. Change your world by changing what's on your plate.
Protect every day with Hypo.
Germs always find a way back.
So disinfect your living room every day with Hypo.
Hypo, hypo, go hypo. Protect your home every day with Hypo.
No green. Protect every day with Hypo.
Hypo, go hypo.
There is something about this God.
Activating the unexplainable love of God.
Greater love had no man than this.
Greater love loves you. He fights your unseen battles. You are sleeping, you don't even know what is happening, but he's there fighting your battles for you. You are sitting in your house. He will raise a voice somewhere to be campaigning for you. Today, every storm in your life shall become still. The best way to find true love is to find God. Remember, God never sends you into a situation alone. He goes before you, he stands beside you, he walks behind you, he's always with you. All those that rejected you, as the Lord liveth, they must surely bow before you. When you have nothing left but God, you will discover that God is enough. God knows how long you have waited. Every second will be worth at the end. So it doesn't matter how the devil have damaged your life now. Don't worry. God is about to remold you, repackage you, redesign you, and beautify you.
OPN, Dr. Jesus in action. Dr. Jesus in action. God is here.
Protect every day with Hypo.
Stains and dirt don't go on break.
So whiten your whites with Hypo.
Hypo, hypo, go hypo. Protect your home every day with hypo.
No green. Protect every day with hypo.
Hypo, go hypo.
Rstv, your source for authentic coverage. View us on YouTube Rstv Online, Facebook, and GoTV at channel 142.
The Lagos state government has declared that the restriction of unregulated minibuses, popularly called Korope, along the Lekki-Ekpe Expressway is a permanent data-driven policy following a protest by the drivers. In an official rejoinder signed by the Special Advisor on Transportation to the Governor, Shola Giwa, the state condemned the blockade of the Ajah axis, describing the drivers' action as economic sabotage and a threat to public safety. According to the statement, the attention of the Lagos State Ministry of Transportation has been drawn to reports of a protest by operators of Korope minibuses which temporarily obstructed movement along the Lekki-Ekpe Expressway, particularly around the Ajah axis. The Lekki-Ekpe corridor has formally transitioned into a mass transit and regulated transport corridor under the Bus Reform Initiative framework of the Lagos State government. The Chairman and Chief Executive Officer of the Nigeria's in Diaspora Commission, Abike Dabiri Erewa, has outlined plans to deploy Nigerian medical professionals living abroad to various states this year, aiming to bolster healthcare services across the country. Speaking to journalists in Abuja on Wednesday, Dabiri Erewa unveiled the Diaspora Health Impact Initiative 2026. The initiative, with the theme Harnessing Global Diaspora Medical Expertise to Strengthen Local Health Systems for National Development, will bring diaspora-based doctors and specialists to various geopolitical zones to conduct medical interventions and provide professional training. Dabiri Erewa noted that although Nigeria benefits significantly from diaspora remittances estimated at over $20 billion annually, the technical expertise of Nigerian medical professionals overseas remains largely untapped. The NIDCOM boss added that the initiative provides a coordinated framework to align diaspora expertise with priority national and state level health needs, particularly in undeserved communities in Nigeria. The President and Chairman of Dangote Industries Limited, Aliko Dangote, has called on federal government to urgently convene a national retreat to resolve Nigeria's persistent electricity crisis, warning that widespread power outages could undermine the country's industrialization drive and economic growth. Dangote made the appeal at the official launch of the National Industrial Policy 2025 in Abuja, themed From Policy to Productivity, implementing Nigeria's industrial future. The policy emerged against the backdrop of weak manufacturing sector, which, due to poor electricity supply, high production costs, limited access to finance, infrastructure deficits, and heavy reliance on imports, has been constrained. The event was attended by top government officials, captains of industry, and development partners, with President Bola Tinubu represented by Vice President Kashim Shettima. Well, this is Rstv World News. We'll now take a short break. I will return with more news. Please don't go away.
February edition of the Global Crusade with Kumui themed Turning Point, starting from the 25th February to the 1st of March 2026, live in Port Harcourt at the Deeper Life Campground, East West Road, Rumodara, Port Harcourt. Don't miss the Impact Academy with Pastor Dr. W.F. Kumui, themed The Excellent Spirit for teenager, campus student, and young professionals called to shine, happening on the 28th of February at the River State University RSU Convocation Arena. Every believer needs to be refueled and revived for greater impact. God is calling you to the All Believers Conference titled Restored, Renewed, and Revived Believers for Breakthrough, happening on the 26th and 27th February 2026, 0700 GMT daily at the Deeper Life Campground, East West Road, Rumodara, Port Harcourt.
Rstv, poised to make the difference.
Two more people have been detained by French authorities investigating the killing of a far-right student activist by suspected radical left militants in Lyon, bringing the total in custody to 11. Quentin Derang, 23, suffered a fatal brain injury when he was beaten and kicked during a demonstration last week on the sidelines of a conference held in Rima Hassan, a member of the European Parliament for Hard Left Party France and Baud La France in Somalis. The wave of arrest began on Wednesday and include a parliamentary assistant to LFI politician Raphael Arnault. Arnault said his assistant Jacques Elie Favrot has halted all his work in Parliament and his contract was being terminated. Talks between Russia, Ukraine, and the US aimed at ending Moscow's war in Ukraine have concluded without a breakthrough. The trilateral meeting held in Geneva went on late on Tuesday, but only lasted 2 hours on Wednesday. According to the report, the US envoy Steve Witkoff had expressed optimism over the talks. Both the chief Russian negotiator and Ukraine's Volodymyr Zelensky indicated they had been difficult. After the main talks concluded, Kremlin negotiator Vladimir Medinsky returned to the venue and held a closed-door meeting with the Ukrainian side for about an hour and a half. No details from that meeting have emerged. Californian authorities have said that 9 backcountry skiers are missing following an avalanche in California's Lake Tahoe region. The Nevada County Sheriff's Office said 6 others have been rescued after they became stranded. The avalanche was reported about 1930 GMT in the Castle Peak area near the town of Truckee. According to officials, weather conditions remain dangerous with a high chance of further avalanches. The sheriff said highly skilled rescue sky teams have deployed from 2 nearby ski resorts, added that the 6 known survivors have been directed to shelter in place as best they can in the conditions. You know, a little bit of sports. Vinicius Jr. scored a brilliant goal, but the focus after Real Madrid's win at Benfica on Tuesday was on another incident of alleged racist abuse aimed at the Brazilian. The Champions League playoff first leg was halted for 10 minutes, with the players leaving the pitch after Vinicius Jr. told referee Francois Letexia that Benfica Gianluca Resistant had called him a monkey. The 20-year-old Argentine midfielder who covered his mouth with his shirt as he appeared to say something to Vinicius Jr. denies racially abusing the Real Madrid star. Vinicius Jr. has become a lighted rod for a racist abuse after arriving in the Spanish capital in 2018 from Flamengo. This is Rstv World News. Do you love and care about River State and our peace? Let's build and take her to greater heights. This is the task we must accomplish. You can subscribe and click on the notification bell for updates on our live feeds. And now to any news, a recap of some of the major stories. River State Governor Siminala Ifubara hailed the immense contributions of Honorable Justice Obiotombra Daniel Kalio to the legal profession and development of jurisprudence in the country. The paramount ruler, Illinois community, Eze Sonny Wele Chukwu, has officially